Beats Planet.
It's a celebration. Clap, clap, bravo. Lobster and shrimp and a glass of Moscato. It's Voch Lombardi. What's happening, y'all? Listen, man. It's been a long time coming, you know. And I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like these other YouTubers that say cliche things when things like this. Oh, I never would have thought this would have gotten this big. Well, I got into this game because I knew I had something to offer. I got into this game knowing I was going to work hard. I got in this game knowing I was going to hit the streets upside the head with something that I wasn't ready for. And I only started this a year ago. You know, my first couple of videos were about Zeke and Jared Goff and, Carson Wentz and them. So I haven't been doing this very long. I'm not going to say I anticipated it happening this fast, but I'm not going to be cliche because I knew 10,000 was going to come at some point. What's happening, man? It's Voch Lombardi. We holding it down for the Doski, Woski, and the Peace Whiskey. Let me run to the chat box real quick. Cullen Klein was first because a lot of people care about who's first. So Cullen Klein, in case you care about being first, my man, you first. Lil Jimmy, what's good? CJ Jenkins, Starboy, Kyrell, you never sent me your film, fam. Stop playing around. Josh Jones, super patron right there, man. That's a Super Saiyan God ass whoop guy right there. Shreyas, what's good? CJ Jenkins, Jen, what's happening? Cody Lashley, Jalen Diallo, what's happening, brother? Potato Bass, Andrew Jackson, Lieutenant Dan in the building. What's up, bro? Romario, for making vids about getting out of relationships to 10 subs. You really came a long way, Luca Bryce. Salute, man. Salute. Damn it. Jimmy Antoinette's up in there. Slump TV's up in there. Ryan Mioz is in there. Matthew, Mike, UCF Jaguar. Go check his channel out. Salute to all y'all. Salute. Man, Cornelius saying what's happening? Donovan H. Matthew Parker. All right, cool. Cool. Yo, man, it's basically what this show is. It's just me celebrating with y'all, man. I just got off at the day job. Got my little shrimp fried rice to my right. You'll never hear me eating it, but I will be eating it at some point. I got a Coors Light in the corner over there. I got a bottle of the Happy Juice right next to my elbow there. Got the cell phone right here, and we ready to go, man. Basically, talk the same type of show, man. Because this y'all show, my name just on it. I'm taking Q&As, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we could talk about it. I considered doing a live film session tonight. I ain't saying I will. I considered doing a live film session tonight. I'll cross that road at some point whenever I get there. I'll figure that out. Voch, how many Patreon? Wait. Yo, Voch, how many Patreon subs are you from getting that all 22? I got the all 22. If you check out my film, we have some NFL all 22. I don't think they're gonna let me roll with the college all 22, but we definitely have the NFL all 22. I dropped some videos, so I need y'all to go check those out. I got a caller. So okay, let's do that then. Let's get into this call. First of all, let me make sure
all participants are muted.
Ain't on my damn block list. Okay, he's not on my block list. Let's see what he's talking about. Let me hit a little volume on this. Let me scoot over to the right, hit a little volume on that. I'm gonna hit that knob, get a little volume on this. And 617, who this?
What's up, Watch? This is Shreyas, man.
Shreyas, who the hell?
Number cause...
I was about to say, who the hell phone you calling from? What's good, Shrey?
Hey, man. First of all, congratulations, because this is a great achievement. You know what I mean?
Salute, man. I definitely know what you mean. Salute.
Yeah.
Go ahead, it's your go ahead.
Gotta feel pretty solid. You gotta feel like really good right now. I know, like you came out knowing that the quality of videos you would produce would get you to this point, but still, I feel good.
Yeah, man, 10,000 people is a lot of subs, bro. And I think I'm too loud right here. And I think you can tell by the quality of the channel, we make adjustments quick around here. You know, if you were in the if you were in the initial Voch Lombardi administration, you remember the tabs. I used to have the damn tabs in the screen while we watch a film. The film would be small as hell. The film would be small as hell on the screen, man. But you see them tabs and you see what my little bookmarks and what time it was on my damn laptop, man. So the group, the page has definitely made strides in growth. What else you got?
So I heard that, like, well, in the comments I heard, like, you're doing maybe live film. So can I stick around for that, or you want to let me know right now?
I'm gonna run this on my lonesome, but if I do get into some film, you can feel free to call back and we'll cross that road whenever we get there. But I am gonna run the first half of the show on my lonesome though.
Okay, great, good accomplishment. Nice to get a first call in. Yeah, man.
Shrey, I have a feeling that you call in, but you ain't know what the hell you wanted to talk about. You just knew you wanted to call in, huh? My man. Thanks for calling, bro. Sure ain't know what the hell he want to talk about. So I was at the day job today. And I was just looking at my phone all day, just counting my little subs. And I was like, when I woke up this morning, I was about 60 away. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get 60, man. But it kept climbing and climbing and climbing. Then this eclipse shit started happening. And, you know, I mean, I don't care about no damn eclipse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, they were like, man, but this is the first time in 100 years, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, so? So? Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that eclipse, man. I'll tell you this much. If any of y'all asses went out there and bought them damn eclipse glasses for one time and you just going to throw them things away and you haven't dropped nothing in my Patreon, you're phony. God damn it. I said just like that. I can't have y'all going out there going blind. And now you can't watch my YouTube videos because your eyes don't work. Now I got to miss out on views because you out of control. You see what I'm saying? See how this cycle works? Shit, man. I was at work, man. I got on my damn Snapchat today. And I follow a lot of thoughts on Snapchat. A lot of thoughts and Instagram models and porn stars. And they didn't do no thought Instagram model or porn star shit today because they were so busy filming this damn eclipse. And everybody had the same picture of the damn eclipse. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. So yeah, man, that's basically how, you know, how my day was going, but I kept watching because I was watching for my Jalen Smith video. If you're a Cowboys fan, go check out the Jalen Smith video. I was watching the production of that and how that was turning, and I just got closer and closer, and before you know it, I was like, damn, I need 5 more subscribers before I get to 10,000. And sure enough, wait a minute, where my OBS? Where we at? Damn it. We right there. I don't even know if y'all can still hear me or not. That's us right there. We had to go up and down and down and up and back, up and down and flat, but damn it, we got it done. Anyway, what I had written down in my little notepad, first of all, I just want to let y'all know the phones are lit. They're always lit. If you want to call in, you want to, you know, get something off your chest, man, 515-739-1285, 515-739-1285, access code 309104. You can call in and you can express whatever you want to express. But the topic I'm probably going to go in the direction of is, how are your rookies / first year players playing? Okay. Nah, dang, we are not talking about the Illuminati project. We're just going to hit them upside the head with it. Thanks for the 1.5K views on my trash quality Kevin King video, please. I don't know how that happened. So, damn, what was I just talking about? Just reading this comment got me all messed up. What was I talking about? Chat box, what the hell was I talking about? Yes, okay, cool. You can either call in and tell me how your rookie's doing, your first year players, any off-season acquisitions. Tell me how your preseason is going for your team. You can call in. You comment in the chat box. I may not necessarily get to it in the chat box. The best way to access the show is to call in, and I'll get you through and we'll have that conversation. But besides that, man, I'm just up here cooling with y'all. I might even cut on this NFL film if I get enough requests from my Patreons. I don't know if y'all know, but my Patreon subscribers and my Super Chat members, they get priority over everybody because they're putting some monetary value into the channel. You know what I mean? So we'll just go from there. And we got a phone call, 317. Who this?
Yo, it's Jalen.
What up, Jalen? What you got for the show, man?
Hey, man, I want to talk about, I heard some people say that this year's class has more stars in it. It's a more star-driven class than last year's.
Probably. Yeah, I would say.
Look, this is the thing, though. I don't agree with any of that bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Look at this. The best edge guys in next year's class, who would you say? Is it, I got it as Arden Key and Josh Sweat. Like, who do you think it is? Like,
I would say
Arden Key. Landry?
I would say Arden Key and Landry. Yeah, sure.
Okay. And neither one of those niggas is better than Derek Barnett or Myles Garrett. Not even close. I don't think they're in the same echelon.
Okay.
What is it? Next year's best corner, Fitzpatrick and Kevin Tolliver.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about you. Neither one of those niggas is better than Marshawn Lattimore. And to be honest, I really don't think they're better than Garyon Conley or Sidney Jones either.
Okay. Last year was a great cornerback class. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. And then look, Hooker I think is better than any back end defender.
Okay.
I think Hooker is special, once in a generation.
Mm-hmm.
The linebackers you got Reuben Foster and Jordan Davis. Like, who's the next year's star linebacker? Cameron Smith, dude? Like, who is it? O.J. Howard?
Okay.
O.J. Howard's probably better than any tight ends coming out next year, and Adam Shaheen is one of the best kept secrets. He's a stud. I think he's better than any tight end next year, too.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jamal Adams. And a lot of people love Derwin James. I do, too. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we haven't seen Derwin James play at all in the last year.
Okay.
So we can't definitively say he's going to be better than Adams. And Adams is a dog himself. And then the running backs, look, Saquon Barkley's good and all. And Darius Geis is good, but really, are those niggas really better than Fournette, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon? Like, really, I think Joe Mixon is the best out of all the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Saquon Barkley, man. I think that's who Saquon will want to be. Like, right?
Okay.
And then, last but not least, I'll put all my chips into my guy. Back what was it, like February?
Mm-hmm.
And he's done nothing but prove me right. He can prove me right now, but I'm going to go ahead and say Deshaun Kaiser, I think he's better than any quarterback next year, too. Unless Josh Rosen can fix a few things, but Deshaun Kaiser he's just a beast, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing it off in preseason, too, man. I love me some damn Deshaun Kaiser.
Okay.
And shit.
Okay.
And then one other thing, I have some other notes. I don't know if you're watching the game right now, but I'm wondering if Myles Garrett's about to pass out because Eric Flowers is choking the hell out of him. Like, every play, he's putting him in the headlock.
Well, no, I'm not watching the game right now, Jay. Thanks for calling the show. And I dig what you're saying, and I'm not really in a place to debate with you because I really getting all my shouting matches around April. You know what I'm saying? When I got all my information straight. But at first glance, I'm looking at Saquon Barkley as a running back prospect. Saquon Barkley kind of got some juice compared to the guys in the last class. Darius Geis kind of fits in with them, but Saquon got some juice. Arden Key got some juice. Myles Garrett is more so of an athlete than an edge guy than a defensive end. Arden Key got some juice. The quarterback situation. It's about 6 potential quarterbacks, bro. That can really go top 10 or so. And that's what really makes it star driven, makes it interesting that we don't really know what's gonna happen at quarterback. Like, we got top 5 guys at quarterback, but At some point, Paxton Lynch showed up and he turned into a top quarterback prospect, but then he fell down that list. And Cardale Jones, everybody remember Cardale Jones was considered first overall pick at some point. Then the process happened. You know what I mean? So I don't want to jump too far into a debate with you because the process hasn't happened yet. But when you look at the quarterback, go ahead.
Only thing about the quarterbacks, though, is I would give this class as a star driven by the quarterbacks, but none of these quarterbacks are Cam Newton or Andrew Luck as prospects. You know, they're not Vince Young prospects.
Well, shit,
they're good players.
Last year class wasn't either. Look, listen, man. All I'm saying, the quarterback position, Saquon at the top, he's pretty star driven. I would say that. Christian Kirk, amongst those top guys last year, Christian Kirk goddamn star. And we're gonna see that shit throughout the season. We'll have that conversation later if we need to. Offensive line, marginally better. Marginally better.
There's the one that killed them. But other than that,
the defensive ends, you can kind of toss that up a little bit to whatever you want to do. I'm not too confident in the linebackers. I haven't watched too much of them. But last year was a pretty big draft class for cornerbacks, and then you have Derwin James at the top at safety or whatever. And I do think Derwin James is better than Malik and Jamal at their respective positions. Let me explain. You want to talk about free safety? I think Derwin James is a better free safety than Malik Hooker. You want to talk about strong safety? I think Derwin James is a better strong safety than Jamal Adams. But that's just me talking. The process could prove me wrong. So don't really hold me to that because it's just August right now. We can have a shouting match in
James
April.
hasn't played football in a year, man. And wasn't his injury in his knees?
Who?
Derwin James hasn't played football in a year.
Hey, man, he's an athlete, man. Modern medicine gonna fix all that. Don't even worry about it. That's all you got for the show, bro? Who's your team, man? Who's your team? Who's your
coach?
Your coach team?
I got one more thing.
That's why you think Malik Hooker a goddamn generational player. Boy, I ain't crazy, man.
Malik Hooker is a generation. Oh, my God.
I don't think so.
6'2" Earl Thomas. Plain and simple.
I think Malik Hooker has a lot of speed for his elite range, and he's 6 foot.
Big hands. Ridiculous hands.
He got big hands. He got big hands. That makes him generational big hands.
Oh, no. I mean, he makes all the plays. If you throw the ball in his area, he's on it. You kidding me?
I'm going to leave you alone,
and plus,
I'm going to leave you alone.
But then one last thing, though. I'm telling you. This is going to be a year removed from his ACL injury, but this year I want you to look up film of a guy on the coast named Harry Anderson, man. I'm telling you, he's going to be one of the 10 best interior D linemen in the NFL this year.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to watch film on Harry Anderson. No. Appreciate you, though, fam. Keep my eyes on him unless he come out and make some noise, though. Salute to you, fam.
All right.
My man, Jalen, you wanted to call in and tell me what he thinks about this year's class and last year's class. I mean, salute to you, bro. Like I said, I'm not in place to really fuss at you right now. If this was April, this probably would have turned into a shouting match because I'm well prepared in April. Shit, now I'm just getting ready for the season. So anyway, like I said, man, I need y'all to call into the show and brag on your rookies, how they've been doing in preseason. I need all y'all guys to come in and tell me that Mitch Trubisky is going to be Rookie of the Year. And then I need some Jaguars fans to come in and tell me how excited they are for Leonard Fournette. Let me dig into this comment section real quick, because that's where the roots of my show came from, man. I wasn't always bougie with this damn chat box. I mean with this damn phone service. I ain't always used to have phones. I used to just go hard in the chat box, but you know how that go. Let's see what we got. Who is Deshaun Watson looking to everyone? How is Deshaun Watson looking to everyone? He's looking terrible to me. Deshaun Watson is making a couple decisions he shouldn't be making. I think he's seeing things too fast. It's happening too fast in front of him, and it's either forcing a throw too early for him, or he's holding the ball too late to where he has to run to overcompensate for what he's missing in throwing. I think Deshaun Watson's only touchdowns in the preseason so far are rushing, and I think once you get to the regular season, they know how to fix all that shit. So we'll cross that road when we get there. Ryan Rushik did okay against Ingram. I need to see some more from Ingram. What is this calling? Lieutenant Dan, what the hell you want?
What's going on, man? You said you wanted to have somebody come in and brag about their rookie, so here I am. I'll be the first one to come in here and brag about their rookie since nobody will man up.
Let's talk about it. What you got?
I'm going to talk a little bit about Duke Riley and Top Killen because those are the guys that actually matter. Everybody else is going to be like, who? But let's, first of all, I just want you to know that your name is being tossed around in the Falcons forums and on Falcons Reddit. I just want you to know that is happening right now
Currently?
at this very moment in time.
Right this second right now? Because I actually made a Reddit the other day. I actually made a Reddit account. So I'm going to be talking crazy to people that say bad shit about my videos. Go ahead.
Right now on the Falcons forums, it's actually the #1 hit on Atlanta Falcons message boards is my Pat McKinley video discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Go check that out on Unintentional Grounding, guys. But the point is that these guys are throwing your name around because they're talking about, well, the metrics versus ass whoop. And they started throwing your name around, started throwing their name from their mouths, and started going, hey, Voch Lombardi talked about ass whoop, but he never said anything about hip swivel with Tack. And so I just want to report really quick about Tack McKinley, what I saw of his first 10 plays in the NFL. He looked strong.
Mm-hmm.
He looked healthy. He looked like he was at least going 80%. He needs to work on his technique. I think you said something about that in your video, talking about him and his collegiate days at UCLA.
True.
But watching Tack McKinley and then doing a video on him last night, late last night and early in the morning today, I can tell you right now that Tack McKinley does have problems with bending, guys. He really, really does have some problems trying to bend to the ball. And he's going to use technique and power, or he's going to use technique and speed. He can't put the two together. It just doesn't seem like he can do that. Now, we've only seen it for 10 plays, but I'm going to let you guys know that right now, it doesn't look like he can put the two together. He either overruns it with a lot of speed and he gets there quick, or he has to slow everything down and use power to push. But either one of the two by themselves works very, very well. He almost pwned a backup lineman, and then the starting left tackle was taken by surprise by the speed that Tack McKinley had. So it's interesting seeing him line up next to Poe and Grady and Vic, and they were just balling out yesterday.
Well, in order to bend, you got to have some fluid hips. Once you get the offensive lineman to open up, once you get to the arch, once you've beaten the block, you kind of got to flip your hips in order flip your hips parallel to the quarterback to fully complete your bend. Y'all go watch the Von Miller video, and I'll explain to you exactly what the hell that looks like. Tack kind of stiff though, but you can work on that.
Yeah,
you can work on that. But go ahead.
Yeah, he's kind of stiff, but then we've got a lot of Falcons fans going on right now saying that you can't teach hip fluidity.
Oh, yes, you can.
And I started just laughing my ass off. You can teach a kid anything. You can teach a kid how to drive a car and run a bus and whatever you want. But I mean, telling me that you can teach a kid how to get fluid hips is
tell them hoes look at Vic Beasley's second year at Clemson. Look at his last year in Clemson, and look at his second year at the Falcons. You'll see that shit. But that's just me though.
And then I want to report real quick on Duke Riley because this guy, he's looking like he'll progress through special teams, and he will definitely get the start at will linebacker. Him and Devondre Campbell have been going back and forth between Sam and Will. With Debo out there, Deion Jones, and they've looked really, really good. There's hesitation though, and that's what we saw in the tape going forward with him from the collegiate level at LSU, where he hesitates to get into a gap, where he hesitates to go from east to west. But when he decides he wants to go east or west or go up one gap or another, he gets there quick. He gets there damn quick, and nobody runs him over. There was an offensive lineman in the first preseason game and now in this game as well, where they went to go put hands on Duke towards the end of the play, and Duke threw him down to the ground. That's a 300-pound man taking on a a guy maybe in his 240, 230 range, and this man's taking one hand and throwing him to the ground. I don't know, Voch. I'm looking at this kid and I'm going, you don't want to mess with this guy. Him and Deion Jones right now. This is something brewing special, and I want all NFL fans to kind of watch this real close, just see how these two kids start working together.
They're gonna be fast. I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tech's gonna be fast. Vic is gonna be fast. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the hell all this stuff turns out. So as a Falcons fan, you're so far satisfied with your rookies?
No, because I can see all the work that needs to be done with Tack. Technically, he right now has no technique. He's just running on pure speed or pure power. Mm-hmm. And Duke Riley needs to work on his hesitation, his tackling a little bit, because he did a couple of arm tackles. That's disgraceful. He'll get kicked off the team for doing that kind of stuff.
All right.
And then everyone from behind Duke Riley and onto the 7th round is about 4 guys. None of those guys have showed up in the preseason. All those guys look like work in progress, except for maybe DeMonte Casey, who has been banged up over these last 2 preseason games and through practice. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the season holds coming forward with these 2 guys. These guys kind of look like they need a lot of work, and then the rest of the group looks like they need at least another year and a half to be anything special at all.
Okay. Plug your shit before you go, man.
You can go ahead and hit me up on YouTube at Unintentional Grounding. Check out the Falcons Nest episodes on Fridays, and then tomorrow night at 8:30 you can check out my Tuesday night Unintentional Grounding discussions, where we're going to be discussing some preseason football, things that we saw tonight and over the weekend. You can also hit me up on Twitter, UNGR_show. We talk about football, we talk about life, and we just try to have fun with it. Peace, y'all.
Holla. That's Lieutenant Dan. He's making huge strides on his show, on his YouTube channel. Pardon me, I was looking at something on my phone. Lieutenant Dan is making huge strides on his YouTube channel, and I knew he can do it from day one. All right, got faith in my guys. Jalen Smith started his first game at middle linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys the other day versus the Indianapolis Colts. And he got a solid 12 plays in. Solid 12 plays. Now, if you're not familiar with the Jalen Smith story, damn it, if you on my channel, you should be familiar with the Jalen Smith story. But the Jalen Smith story is linebacker, Notre Dame, number 9. And he was gonna come out to be drafted in the 2016 draft, and he was going to be one of those top tier players. You would have to draft Jalen Smith in the top 5 if you had hopes of nabbing him. Jalen Smith probably would have been let's see, who the hell? So that was the quarterback teams. I think the Chargers were set on Bosa. The Cowboys were set on Zeke. The Jags were set on Ramsey probably. So he probably would have went before Buckner. So Jalen Smith probably would have been a 49er by now. How's your guy Miles Jack looking this season? We'll talk about it. I think he started for Jacksonville now. So you would have to pick Jalen Smith, like he probably would have been the number 7th pick in San Francisco or whatever. Jalen Smith and Navarro Bowman playing together. Damn, that's scary. Anyway, but in his bowl game, he was playing against Ezekiel Elliott, by the way, Ohio State. In the bowl game, Jalen Smith tore his ACL and his LPL, if that's the thing. I think that's what it was. ACL and LCL. And not only did he tear those ligaments, but he also developed nerve damage and suffered from drop foot. Brother couldn't feel his toes. And there's 2 things that happen to athletes that they don't normally recover well from, and that's microfracture surgery and nerve damage in any part of their lower extremities. Really, it's especially from the knee to the calf muscle. So Jalen Smith wasn't even expected to play football anymore from a lot of teams, but the Cowboys doctors did the surgery and all that, and they said, "Hey man, just hang on, just hang in there, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens." And Jalen Smith hadn't played football in about a year and 8 months, almost 2 years, 600 days, something like that. Well, the brother started last night against the Indianapolis Colts. And to where he wasn't even running a few months ago, Jalen Smith looked fast. Damn. Jalen Smith looked fast. He looked big and he looked strong, people. Damn, Jalen Smith looked strong. I used to criticize Jalen Smith because in college, Miles Jack used to take on blocks, thump, and get people the hell off him and go tackle. Jalen Smith used to kind of just run around tackles. If you watch my film session, you will see Jalen Smith get down there and thump with a tackle or thump with an offensive lineman, engage, get rid of him, and go make the play. That means Jalen Smith has been improving this whole time. NFL strength and conditioning ain't no bitch, man. But he made a few tackles. It was one solo tackle and a few assists. He was always around the football. He played like a maniac. He played the game at full speed, and I was damn excited about Jalen Smith. Now, you could tell that he hadn't played football in a while, and you could tell that he's become acclimated to using different muscles to get around. So it is what that is on that side of the game, But like I said, the man hadn't played football in 2 years. Give him time to get his life back together. I don't think Jalen Smith is going to be phenomenal this year. He's going to get his football wings back under him. But when next year comes around, I think Jalen Smith is going to be the dude that everybody knew he could be. And I'm so excited about Jalen Smith. What other rookies I got? How about them Cowboys? What's up, man? I just talked about Jalen Smith. What else I talk about? Play like a maniac. Voch Lombardi, let's simmer down here. No, Jalen Smith played like a goddamn maniac. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't make every tackle, but he was by the football every single play. You go back. I've done the film session. Okay, this ain't just me talking crazy as a Cowboys fan, because I don't do that. I support everything I do with film. When you go back and watch the Jalen Smith plays, Jalen Smith was around the football every play. Every play. So don't even go there with me, Draylon Akon, the goddamn Packers fan. Jalen Smith still got problems planning left and running right though. He still has problems with that, but with a little bit of therapy, I think he'll be just fine. I got some new people that's in here. Sam Pena, what up? How about them Cowboys? What up? Blake Johnson, shut your stupid ass up. Y'all can call in and talk about your rookies, man. Whatever y'all have thoughts about your rookies, call in. 515-739-1285, access code 309104. Anyway, Cowboys fans and Jalen, let them have it. He was good though, and Voch did critique him where necessary, like how he wouldn't put full weight. Man, I hate when people think I'm biased and I put so much effort into putting shit on the screen that we talking about. Whatever. Someone asked me to talk about the rookie runners. About the running backs, I guess, coming out as the rookies this year. Well, Leonard Fournette looked like Leonard Fournette, but I was most impressed with the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line. I was impressed that they were able to make space for Leonard Fournette. That Leonard just wasn't creating stuff on his own, because we know other running backs were better at creating run lanes on their own. Leonard Fournette wasn't necessarily the create space vision guy. Leonard Fournette was more so if you tackle me at the 4, I'm going to drag you to the 8 guy. You see what I'm saying? So Leonard was fine. What was Who was last in sacks this year? Okay, cool. Cowboys don't want to see the Bucks offense in the postseason. The Cowboys defense is a liability. The same Cowboys defense played y'all last year, man. Come on, fam. I messed with Thomas. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. Like I was saying, Christian McCaffrey is on the NFL Strength and Conditioning Fast program. A lot of people they get into the program and they gain weight slowly and gradually. Christian McCaffrey got ripped real damn quick, so I think they're preparing him for the bulk, for the workload. Dalvin Cook looked, he looked like Dalvin Cook, man, but I think that he's gonna have to get a little more acclimated to the NFL speed. But Dalvin Cook was impressive with his runs, and Joe Mixon probably looked the best out of all of them, man, because he showed you what he had in college. People was telling me, man, Joe Mixon was only gonna get 14 carries. How you feel about him sharing snaps with Giovanni Bernard, man? If Joe Mixon come out and show that he's gonna be the bell cow, Giovanni Bernard gonna be back in groceries in no time. I believe that. Anyway, I saw the word bias. I'm gonna take a look, then I'm gonna get out of here. Then I'm gonna go to these phone calls. Let me see. Somebody said the word bias, and I don't like the word bias, especially on my show. No, nobody said bias. Nobody said bias. I ain't worried about Jeremy Hill either. Jeremy Hill gonna be bagging groceries too. Whatever. Anyway, let me go to the phone. Let me get my voice ready.
All participants are on hold.
What?
All participants are off hold.
There we go. Cool. Carolina Pimp, what's happening, baby?
Big baby, what it is, big dog?
Man, I'm trying to hold it down for the Doski, Woski, and the Peasky Whiskey, trying to drop these bows like Dusty Rose, you know?
10K subscribers. You big time, dog. Shit. You're out here showing how to make a real YouTube channel, big dog. Hey, man, round of applause for your homeboy.
Salute. Appreciate you, man. What you got for the show, fam?
Look, Christian McCaffrey is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Listen to me, Voch Lombardi. Everything they said that this man couldn't do, he's already doing. He's running between the tackles. He's breaking tackles from 250-pound linebackers. Listen, he's juking strong safeties out of their shoes. Look, he has to slow down because he's running past his lead blocker. Listen, man, Christian McCaffrey is the truth, and I love to see this man proving all the naysayers wrong, because that's what we do here in Carolina. We pimp slap all these pussies trying to talk about the Panthers ain't going to do shit, Cam Newton ain't shit, he's a 53% passer. I'm telling you, Voch, they don't even know what's coming this year, big dog. They don't even know what's coming.
Talk to him, man. I mean, because, look, I agree with you, because when you watch my Christian McCaffrey video, it was very don't believe what the media tells you. He's not the standard white running back. He does run well between the tackles. He's a great runner. He has great vision. He can run with a bit of power because he can drive his feet, and he can catch the damn ball. He's an amazing receiver. Voch Lombardi told him first.
Yes, you did. And you know what? I watched that video. That might have been the first video of yours that I ever watched. And I remember when you said Danny Woodhead, I'm like, shit, Danny Woodhead's a good-ass running back. Like, you don't hear that name mentioned too often.
Right.
But that's a solid running back right there. But I believe Christian McCaffrey is a strong candidate for Offensive Player of the Year. And we're about to throw in Curtis Samuel. He's been nursing a hamstring injury. But, man, as soon as he gets back on the field, you're talking about two powerhouse weapons. You're talking about two fast motherfuckers ready to burn the field, Voch.
You know what? To be fair, Christian McCaffrey was Danny Woodhead till the Panthers put him in the weight room. To be fair.
Yeah, hey, man, look. Let him get his swole on.
Yeah.
Shit. Look, let him get next to Julius Peppers, his big ass. Let him lift a little more weight. I'm telling you, man, he'll be trucking these linebackers in no time, big dog.
The Panthers going back to the Super Bowl, fam?
Man, now you know I'm a little bit biased, but I believe so, man. I really do believe so. Now, I know our division is a tough division. I'm not going to sell them short, but I think we got it, man. This is our year.
It's y'all year, man, but I know you have some type of closing remarks, man. Just tell me how you gonna go out, brother. What you get? What's the last bit you got for the show before you leave, man?
Oh shit! This what it always is. Carolina Pimp out here strong than a motherfucker. Pimp slapping these Falcons hoes wherever we go. We out here, big baby.
Thanks for the call, fam. Thanks for the call. That man Carolina Pimp, dog. That man called in last week, dog. I ain't even expect him to say nothing because the season wasn't even going on. Wasn't nothing bad happening in Atlanta in the past like week or so. He was like, man, the Falcons was winning their preseason game till they blew it at the end. I love it. I love that dude. That's one of my favorite callers, man. Let's go to another platinum cat while I'm setting this little setup up. Sam Pena, what you want, man?
Hey, Voch, how you doing, man?
Holding it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, fam. What you got?
All right, so I have two questions for you.
All right.
Number one, what were your thoughts on Kareem Hunt? And number two, of all the rookie runners, who do you think is going to have the best season?
I haven't gotten a chance to watch Kareem Hunt, but I did get a chance to watch Pat Mahomes, and based on that little bit I saw watching Pat Mahomes, Kareem Hunt did prove to be not so much of a slouch. So he's definitely going to be getting into it with Spencer Ware for a little bit of playtime there. As far as the best rookie runner so far, I think Joe Mixon has the best potential to be the most productive. Now, you ask me who's going to be the most productive or who's going to be the best guy.
I mean, I think that when I asked that question, I was talking about who you think is going to be the best runner, but who's going to be the most productive. You can answer that too.
I think Joe Mixon is going to flat out be the most productive because of the situation that he's in. I think when you look at the Bengals, if you look at the Bengals and you got to somehow account for A.J. Green, then the fastest 40 time is on the other side of the field. Tyler Eifert is just going to be eating up the middle. That offensive line is going to get a lot of 5-on-5 situations. And Joe Mixon has the type of speed and vision to manipulate 5-on-5 blocks. So I think it's going to be easy running in the boxes like that. So I definitely think Joe Mixon is the most poised to be the most successful.
Yeah, but what about that line though? I mean, they lost Zeitler and they lost Whitworth. So don't you think that might hurt him a little bit there?
Sometimes.
And he may have to split with Hill and Bernard. I mean, I agree with you. I think he should be the lead back because Hill and Bernard have not proven anything, but still, right now he's listed as third on the depth chart, and I mean, the Bengals for some reason they like Jeremy Hill a lot, and I don't know why. And they keep on giving him the ball.
Sometimes people put too much into offensive linemen being moved around because besides the top tier elite offensive linemen, all the rest of them are the same, and then there's the bad ones. And I think as long as you're not the worst offensive lineman in the league, you will be able to run the football. It's not just because you lost a guy, you won't be able to run the ball no more. You probably wouldn't get the most effective blocks, but you will be able to run the football. I'm not worried about Joe Mixon.
I get you.
All right, Sam Payne, appreciate you.
That's fair.
Hold on, you a Chargers fan, right?
Sadly, yeah.
tell me about your Chargers preseason, man. What you can't tell me about the top two guys, but tell me something about somebody else.
Yeah, man, I was so upset when Forrest Lamp went down. I mean, I think that Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa are going to be beasts this year. I mean, say what you will about Bosa, say what you will about Ingram and in the past, but those two, they've been working hard together. And with Des Bradley as the new defensive coordinator, I think they have a potential to play really well this year. I'm more excited that Jason Verrett is back healthy. Because, I mean, with Jason Verrett on one side and Casey Hayward on the other, plus Desmond King has been showing up, I think this could be a good season for them defensively. but that offensive line is still a problem. And with Phillip Rivers at quarterback, as great as he is, he's not getting away from the pass rush. So it's been kind of rough watching preseason, especially the lack of depth. But they could do something. I could see a wild card berth. I don't think so in that division. It's going to happen.
My condolences. Sorry about that, Champagne. Thanks for calling the show. All right. I see a caller, but we always take the platinum callers first. Non-unintentional grounding Daniel. What's up, bro?
What's up?
What you got for the show that Carolina Pimp hasn't said?
Well, I got something that sort of takes what McCaffrey's been doing and brings it to a more league-wide type of idea. Okay. So we've been seeing this whole transition to liking players that can play multiple positions. You know, we saw Hassan Reddick, who can, move around there as a linebacker primarily. We got Shaq Thompson in here at Carolina who plays some safety, plays some nickel, plays some linebacker, plays some outside linebacker and some Mike. Obviously Christian McCaffrey. We saw Terrell Pryor, that we got all these guys. So it got me thinking, well, if we're starting to make this transition, why not take it all the way and start getting like some dual quarterback sets? I'm listening. And I know it sounds crazy, but think about what you could do with something like Lamar Jackson and Terrell Pryor on the field at the same time.
I'm listening.
I mean, you can technically make the argument that obviously we know Pryor can play receiver and he can play some quarterback. He played some quarterback for the Browns last year. Obviously he's not a great quarterback, but he has experience there. So you can play him out wide. And then, I mean, you could probably put some outside running plays or some toss plays or some end arounds to Lamar Jackson, and you could probably get him out there and teach him a few routes. And there's just so many things. And then if you add someone who's just a versatile weapon like McCaffrey on the field at the same time, who also has some Wildcat experience, dude, anyone can take the snap. Anyone can do anything.
The best way to stop that is kind of like playing the option, and this is my coach side coming out. Just play the option, play disciplined football, and you will be able to cover or stop whoever's on the field. Just make one defensive player responsible for one offensive player, and then just kind of run the rest of the defense as it is, and you can kind of shut that shit down. Just run it like you would run. To be
honest, though, I mean, this is more of a player-specific thing, but I don't know if anyone can really cover Lamar Jackson one-on-one if he's actually groomed at all. Because, and at least with his hands on the ball, like when he's running, dude, he's so quick, and he has legit 4.3 speed. It's ridiculous.
I'm not saying Lamar Jackson is a terrible quarterback, because sometimes since my name is on this show, people like to put words in my mouth. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson can't play quarterback, but man, I want to see that dude run routes so bad.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous. I mean, look, and this is a guy, I have him as my number one quarterback, but dude, just thinking about him as a wide receiver, and he's not short either. He's not one of these dudes who he's short, but he's still really good. Dude, oh my God, the things that he could do with that quickness, with that speed, with that yak ability, with some decent size. Holy mother of God. Could you have a receiver on your hands if he had just picked a different path?
I dig that. I damn sure do. What else you got for the show? Non-intentional Al Daniel grounding. Intentional?
Well, moving on with the whole, positionless play thing, what do you think you could do? We could start seeing on defenses, especially with linemen. Do you think we could start seeing more linemen who can also pop up and play some outside linebacker and stuff like that in really either set? Obviously we've got Khalil Mack, but he's a little bit of an outlier right now. Do you think we could have some dudes like Arden Key who could kind of do that kind of shit?
As far as the position evolving?
Well, in terms of just people starting to be able to play in different positions and cover more positions than just one.
Well, I do think the defensive end position has evolved into these 255-pound super athletes, these long guys. Those are being your primary pass rushers opposed to these hefty guys. I think it's driven more towards twitchy guys because, whenever the league changes, positions change and you have to play them differently. And you see teams adapt to pass rushers by getting rid of the ball quickly. Well, how do you get to a quarterback that's getting rid of the ball quickly? You rush quicker. So, it's probably leaning to. I'm so brilliant. I just thought of that shit on top of my head. It's leaning towards this, that type of to that type of defender or whatever. So I think defenses are generally going to have to be faster, because it is a passing league and your fronts have to be quicker. You're not going to see a lot of nose tackles, zero techs start to exist anymore. They're probably going to go extinct because you look at a guy like Danny Shelton, a guy like Vita, they can move a little bit. They're not just big trash can full of dirt type people. They can actually fly a little bit. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but yeah, that's just what I see.
Well, I just mostly wanted to, touch on the whole transition and really a lot of sports. Like, you see this also in basketball with like Giannis Antetokounmpo, just the general transition to positions being less defined as they used to, and, people being more, having an affinity towards players who can play multiple positions because there's just so much value there, and then how you're going to end up countering that on various sides of the football. Yeah,
I mean, you see a lot of bigger defensive ends play a lot of 3-tech on passing downs, but that's just me. Non-unintentional grounding. Dang, thanks for the call, fam.
Yep, thanks for taking it, and congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. That's what I like about Dan, man. I get him on the phone. He won all his phone time. Dan won every single minute we can give him. Yeah, you don't care about no other caller. 602, who this?
Hey, Coach, this is Steven. How's it going?
What up, Steven? I'm holding it down for the Doski Woski, bro. What you got for the show?
First of all, I just wanted to say congrats on getting 10,000. Second thing I wanted to say is I'm one of the new Patreon people, so supporting any way I can. I don't even miss that damn dollar.
Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about. You not say it again. Say what you just said again. Say that last part.
I don't even miss that damn dollar. I don't even know what the hell I even would do with it.
Man, oh Lord, I almost name dropped somebody. Look, these other little services trying to charge y'all your left arm and your damn leg for damn football analysis, bruh. Just drop a little dollar that you're not even gonna know that you use, man. Just drop a little dollar on Patreon, and I'll be forever grateful. What you got for the show, my brother?
A couple things. First of all, anybody who says that you're biased, well, hell, anybody who watches their own team is biased.
True.
First of all, I just want to say that. But second of all, the whole Jalen Smith thing, I'm a Bears fan. That dude was flying around like a bat out of hell, like his hair was on fire.
Like a maniac.
And
even when he missed.
Like a big old maniac.
Even when he missed. Right, go ahead.
And as far as anything else anybody else says, just brush that shit off. You don't need haters in your life.
Yeah.
But the second thing I wanted to say is, as far as rookies going along, I have to say I think the Bears' whole draft class, I underestimated it. I was one of the guys who called in on draft day and complained about it, but honestly, all these kids are actually showing up. The only kid I honestly have not seen much of is our one offensive lineman. But as far as like Tariq Cohen, that dude is a fast little running back. And you pair him up with Jordan Howard, that's a mean combination.
Jordan Howard, and people may call me hating for this or whatever, but Jordan Howard is comically hard to look at in the passing game. And Tariq Cohen brings you a hell of a dimension out of the backfield as far as route running and hands go and speed from it. So don't just expect Jordan Howard to take over all the responsibility. Tariq Cohen is definitely going to be involved in the third down. But go ahead.
Oh, it would not surprise me one bit, but that's what I'm saying, because Jordan Howard is more of the guy that's going to pound you down and will literally just wear the hell out of you. And then you put him and Cohen in like that two-back set.
Yep.
Eesh. You got Cohen who can break it, And, I mean, I was watching, I think it was either the first or second pregame, and he was just lighting it up with these runs that he's able to do that Jordan Howard just physically can't do because he's just not that type of back. He's more of the guy that's just going to beat the hell out of you with his physicality. Not that that's a bad damn thing, because I think the Bears kind of need that. But as far as our draft class, I mean, even our second pick, Shaheen, he's not doing too bad either. Yeah, okay, he's a Division II guy, but that is one big son of a bitch.
He's a big
I
ass
mean,
dude.
this dude is like 6'7", 280, and he can move pretty damn fast, too.
Agreed.
So, I mean, do I think that he's going to be a starter after that? No. I think they're probably going to go with probably someone like Miller, and that he'll probably be at the third, maybe in the fourth, either behind or in front of Daniel Brown. But as far as the tight ends, I mean, that's pretty damn good if you got pretty damn good guys back there. Granted, Miller, I mean, yeah, okay, he's been injured a bunch, but he's still a usable guy. You got Deion Sims, who I think is better than most people give him credit for. And even Daniel Brown is a converted wide receiver. So there's some good players right there. And then you go back to our first pick, which was Mitchell Trubisky. I'm not going to lie. I was really hoping the Bears were going to take Patrick Mahomes, because I even came on your show a couple times and said, you know, Patrick Mahomes is way better than people say.
True.
But I have to admit, from what I've seen from the kid, he's not too damn bad. Yeah, okay, there's still some stuff that you definitely can see that he needs to work on. But as far as actually getting stuff done and being able to move the field, I like what I see. Especially because, I mean, Glennon's not going to do anything spectacular. He's not going to light it up for like 5,000 passing yards in a year. But
you know, now that I look at it, now that I can look at it practically, I think Mitch actually fits that offense a little better.
I have to agree.
Even though I was big on Mitch, you know, I'm on record for being big on Mitch. He's actually a little better because he actually gets to play timing pass football. You know, you know, Pat is more of a gunslinger, hero ball, gangster type quarterback. And you want a guy in your offense and in the Bears offense, you want a guy that's going to get rid of the ball quickly and accurately, and that's what Mitch has been doing, and it just fits him nicely.
Yeah, I have to agree. And I mean, overall, I like I said, I was one who really wanted Patrick Mahomes, and I was really down on Trubisky. I thought it was a waste. I thought moving up to get him was a waste. But now that I'm seeing it, and I mean, this kid is damn accurate. I mean, yeah, okay, you could tell with the Cardinals he had some trouble, but the Cardinals defense, even those second and third string kids, they're no joke.
They're pretty good.
They're still in that damn system of Bruce Arians, who I still think the Bears should have taken him as the head coach, but that's a topic for another damn day.
And Mitch was out there with some second team guys, so I think if you give Mitch some better receivers or receivers that can separate a little better, I think you have a better shot.
I have to agree. I mean, because if you look at our receivers, our one big name is Kevin White, and he's still a damn question mark. And I was never a big fan of the Bears taking him in that very first year anyway. I did not like it. Just because, for me, I didn't see... okay, he's a physical beast. That's obvious. He's fast, he's big, he's strong. I just don't know. His confidence and that mind of his are too weak, and I'm seeing way too many reports. Oh, we can't let him really see about the media stuff. It gets in his head too much. It gets in his head too much. It gets in his head too much.
Damn.
To me, if you're mentally weak, that's a big problem.
Damn.
If you can't take the pressure, you're going to crack. And I don't care how physically gifted you are. If you can't mentally take it, you're not going to last.
Damn. Well.
But, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on him. But as far as the rest of our receivers, I mean, really, we have an underrated group, I think. I think all of our guys are good guys in the system, but we just don't have any breakaway guys that can really take away those two-man double teams and let some of the other guys run. Like when Marshall was here and Jeffrey was here, at least they would get the double teams and allow the player like Cameron Meredith to actually really grow into what he was last year. That's why I'm not really expecting too much out of Meredith this year. but I still think he's a damn good player.
Right.
But none of our guys are really those type of guys.
Thanks for calling the show, Steve. You definitely brought some ass whoop on this call, man.
Thank you.
Whew, Steven wanted to say everything about the Bears, but look, that's what I wanted, man. I wanted y'all to call in and put a little ass whoop on that, man. Put a little ass whoop on this Bears on this rookie discussion. Call in and talk about your guys. Let me see something. Let me just set that down. Let me scoot up. Take a look at my computer and figure this thing out while I let Chris Robbins talk his shit. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Bosh? Congrats on your 10K finally. It's been a long time coming.
Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate it. What you got for the show?
So, 3 points. First of all, Matthew Stafford is a top 10 quarterback. Okay. I have some stats that you brought up once I bring up all 3 points. I want to get all three first things out of the way first. Second, my man Kenny Golladay is a stud. Best third-round pick in the draft this year.
Kenny Golladay?
Come out and dominate.
Kenny Golladay?
He's been a beast so far. He's looking good in run blocking, running some routes. Obviously, those 2 TD catches in that Indy game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him some more. And third of all, my man Rashawn Evans from Alabama. Mm-hmm. Somebody suggested me to watch some tape with him during a live stream a couple nights ago. And, man, that guy versus Clemson was just killer. So whenever you get the chance, if you're looking for some linebacker tape to watch or whatnot, check out this kid, Rashawn Evans, the backer from Bama.
I tell you what, man.
Man, does he look good.
I would watch a lot more college film, but the way things have been going as of late, I may have to bow out of the college film watching game because I'm at a point in my YouTube career to where these copyright strikes ain't cute. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it ain't like I'm getting a whole gang of YouTube bread off of college film because I get hit with copyright strikes all the time because I don't really own that film. It's all broadcast film, so that's why the Patreon is so important. You know what I'm saying? The Patreon is important because I'm basically doing this for the love. I'm doing this so y'all can have information. These copyright strikes hit me as soon as I drop my damn video. Lieutenant Dan will tell you, Deuce will tell you. Anybody that watches film, they go through this little issue. So, don't just think we out here talking about the Patreon just because we want to, get in your pockets or anything like that. But it's just something that we like to do, and if we want to keep doing it, it's just something that's necessary to the process. What else you got, Chris?
So, yeah, I was just saying, like, even for your own time, whenever you get the chance, like, even if you're not doing it for the YouTube, you're still into looking at some guys. So,
right.
Also, going back to my Stafford point here, everyone always has this narrative about how he sucks versus good teams. And here's the stats from last year versus teams that were over 500. Titans, 55% completion rate, 250 yards, a TD to an INT, lost by a point. Packers, 68.3% completion rate, 385 yards, 3-to-1 TD to INT ratio, lost by a touchdown. Redskins, 62.1% completion rate, 266 yards, TD, no picks, 1 by 3. That was his only win on the year. So I can go through all of them, but just to shorten this up a little bit. His composites were 61.125% completion rate, so he got over that 60% mark. He had 2,226 yards over 8 games, which works out to 278.25 a game. And he had an 8-to-5 TD to INT ratio versus teams over 500. And his record last year was 1-7. Now, 4 of those games alone, Giants being trash and mostly lost for us. So there's probably, what would that be, 5-3 if we had one extra competent corner on our roster last year. And that would have gotten us a second seed in the playoffs behind Dallas, giving us home field advantage in week 2 of the playoffs. Instead of going into Seattle week 1, there's a good chance we're hosting a team like Green Bay in week 2.
Let's not be mean now, Chris. I think the Detroit Lions cornerback situation is formidable. Let's not be mean about it.
It's better than it was last year, but it's still horrible.
I'm gonna give you one last point, Chris. Go ahead. What else you got, fam? I got some people on this line here. What else you got?
Not much else. I mean, basically, you already know how I feel about my man Lamar Jackson and Jair Alexander. Those are my two guys. So, yeah, it's just Lamar Jackson's the quarterback. He's my number 2 guy behind Luke Falk, who, as you said, ain't no beat. And Kenny Galladay is a beast.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, Chris.
Yep, for sure.
That's 3 of my admins that have called in at this point. And Dallas, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, Voch? Congrats, man.
Holding it down for the Doski Woes and the Piece of Weeds. Thank you, Rex Smith, for the $2 super chat. What's happening, man? Appreciate it. All right, what you got for the show, Dallas?
Well, I want to congratulate you. And before I get to the serious stuff, I'm just saying my offer to double my Patreon is still open if you're able to do that breakdown on
I will find
that breakdown.
The clip. I will find the clip on YouTube right now, and I will.
Yeah, remember.
Go ahead.
My condition was it has to be like a 10-minute breakdown of just,
Shit, let me find the video right now. Let me see. Night. I don't want to spoil nothing, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna. That's gonna be so funny, man. That's gonna be so crazy. All right, cool. I'll do it. Okay, but cool.
It's gonna be the first overall pick to the Jets next year.
Go ahead.
But hey, I appreciate that was a good breakdown of Jalen Smith. That's just a story. That's a guy I'm pulling for. I think even people who don't like the Cowboys are pulling for. That was pretty awesome to see him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, in Cowboys talk, I think that was it's nice to see Dak and Dez, I think, working on their chemistry. I think they're going to be deadly this year if they're able to continue to build on that chemistry.
Yeah, man, something Dez didn't do a lot of for whatever reason, and to be fair, he wasn't completely healthy last year. But when Dez was in the Tony era, 2 things that he was great at was jumping over people and catching the ball on the move and getting yak yards. And we saw in the first Dez Bryant catch, it was a slant going across the middle on the move. He caught the ball, big body Dez, and he slung this receiver away from him. And he got about 20 or so yak yards. And we saw for the touchdown play against Vontae Davis. Vontae Davis as a cornerback ain't no bitch. Dez Bryant beat him for the one-on-one jump ball. So yeah, I think Dak and Dez were definitely working on getting continuity right towards the back end of the season. And we saw him get that right. So, towards the Green Bay game, Detroit game, or whatever. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how those guys work with each other going forward this season.
Yeah, and non-Cowboy news, I'm not a Browns fan, obviously, but I mean, it's just one of those situations where they've been bad so long that you just want to see them actually do good because you just feel bad for them. And I gotta say, I think it was Rashad posted it. Their defense, they seem pretty good this year. It's preseason, but I gotta give them credit, for playing hard and hustling to the ball. And that was actually the Browns' game so far. It's been entertaining watching their defense play.
Yeah, true. The Browns playing the damn Giants tonight, man, and it's interesting that throughout the preseason, whoever lines up against Eric Flowers is becoming comical at this point. So I'm really just imagining how it's going to go in the regular season.
TJ Watt's going to set the rookie sack record, based on that performance against Flowers.
TJ Watt trying to go to the damn Pro Bowl in one damn preseason game, dog. Whooping ass up on TJ Watt. Whooping ass up on Eric Flowers. But that gives me optimism for when the Cowboys playing that, we may actually pick on him.
Benson Mayowa had like 3 sacks against him last year. That was half of Mayowa's sacks.
I'll take it every time.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Yeah. Hey, Sharice, if Sharice is out there in the comments, I have to ask this, though, because, Dak played like 2 series. A lot of the guys now, this isn't even trash talk. This is actually just wondering, why Eli Manning, he played almost the entirety of the first half today, and it's the second preseason game. Usually you wait to play the entire first half of the third preseason game. So, Sirius is out there in the chat, wants to, maybe he's a Giants fan. He'll have more information than me. He wants to explain to us.
Because Eli need to work. Eli needs to not throw the ball to the other team this year. And that may sound like Dallas Cowboy hate, but based on how they put this roster together, they didn't build for the offensive line. They didn't make any move towards running back for real. So they're basically planning on Eli to, throw the ball 50 times a game. And if that's the case, that man need all the practice he can get.
It's going to be interesting. I hope Cheeto and Jordan Lewis are actually able to get on the field for Game 3 of the preseason. Because, I think the thing is, I think our secondary will have rookie struggles in the first half of the season, but I think we'll actually have more talent and more upside and a heck of a lot more ball hawking than our secondary last year. And I think that's the key, because in 2014, we had a worse defense than we do now. But I think we had like the second most turnovers in 2014, and since then it's kind of been, famine. So if we can get back to taking that, I think we can, that'll be the key.
For some reason, people think that we're going to walk out here with all rookies at corner. Anthony Brown played last year, played damn good because Morris Claiborne was hurt. Orlando Scandrick is a veteran. He can play the fast first receiver, things like that. Nolan Carroll is about equivalent to Brandon Carr as you're gonna get. And how the Cowboys typically play defense is that we drop back into coverage and we get to the sticks and we let you make a catch. We come up and we tackle you. So as long as you can tackle, in which our rookies are maniacs at tackling, especially Cheeto. As long as we're tackling, I'm good with our cornerback play. Our aggressive new cornerback play.
Yeah, it should be interesting, man. And I can't wait until this college football season starts. Be looking at prospects, still trying to convince Browns fans to try to get Darius guys next year. Mm-hmm. But I can't wait till both college and NFL season starts, man.
Yes, sir. That's all you got for the show?
Just one more thing. If anyone in the group here that's listening lives in Germany, I'm going over for this semester to Berlin for studying abroad. And if anyone who lives in Germany or even just Europe has tips for like the best ways to watch the NFL over there, like if there's like an NFL Game Pass Europe or certain channels, hit me up in the group, hit me up on Facebook, and just give me some advice. And thanks so much again. Congratulations, man. You've put in work.
Yes, sir. Salute. Yeah, man, you can watch those games. Go to Reddit. Reddit got the live streams for the low and the free, the free 99. Whew, I think it's been a fruitful show, man. I said I was gonna do a long ass 4-hour show, but I said that before my supervisor walked up and asked me if I wanted to work tomorrow. And Voch Lombardi said, yes, I could use that money. Let me get this overtime tomorrow. So, yeah, it's not going to be a 4-hour show because I got to go to work tomorrow. But, hey, man, I salute all y'all for coming through. Y'all crazy asses. Drop something in the Patreon. Team is Voch Lombardi. Thanks for coming through. Before we get into the content, I just want to let y'all know the best way to support the channel directly is through Patreon. Subscribing to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month can upgrade the production of the channel and increase the frequency of uploads. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can contribute to my YouTube scouting career being my full-time job, which means more content for you. Also, Patreon contributors will gain exclusive access to all my throwback film sessions covering college football tape on players like Sean Taylor, Calvin Johnson, Michael Vick, Luke Kuechly, guys like that. But the link is in the description. It's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. See y'all there. Appreciate it. Oh man. Less than a bag of almond M&Ms. I love that line, man. I don't know if I like that line more than it's quarterback week. It's like Shark Week, but with quarterbacks. I don't know which one of those lines I like the most. Let's see. We'll take a look at the comments. See what's going on before I get out of here. Hey, Voch, real quick. The Cowboys are trash, and they will never get past the pack when it matters the most. The playoffs. You know, Dre, it sounds like you really just wanted attention right there, man. And I'm not gonna be mad at you. You might be my biggest fan, and it'll just make your day if I just said something to you. I don't think you have a lot of friends in school, so you're probably gonna run to your one imaginary friend, and be like, "Hey, Voch Lombardi said my name on the live stream tonight." So, I'm just fully prepared to make you feel better there. So salute to you, Draylon. Sorry for the talking so long. Coach just had a lot to say. Hey man, this y'all show. My name just on it. Thanks for calling in, Steven. Voch do a quarterback comparison show. I may do it once the preseason's over with. Last time I was in Germany, the NFL website where you can stream live on Game Pass. Don't leave, we'll make it rain on you. Hey man, drop something in the super chat. I'll stay 5 more minutes. I'll stay 5 more minutes. Hey man, hey that Cool Gox, whatever. He was in my he was in one of my damn videos. I think my Jalen Smith video comment section. And this one dude got on my got in my comments talking crazy or some shit like that. I click on his damn name or whatever and go to his channel and he oh my God, he's spit. I guess he's a rapper and he's rapping some of the most stupid shit I've ever heard in my life, but whatever. Terrible rapper. Voch is a savage. Hey, sometimes Voch gives no fucks. Never. It's all love. I'm only here to liven up this chat. The chat is live enough, fam. We got Nick Gashler on the phone. You're going to be our last call for the night. What up, young Nick? Hold on. I think I got you on mute. Say it again. Oh, my bad. I never unmuted you. My bad. Pardon me. Let me try this again. Okay, I got my protege in here, young Nick Gashler. What up, Nick?
Not much. Just as a disclaimer today, I've gotten a little bit under the weather, and my voice may sound a little bit weird, so pardon me for that. If
How was football
practice?
Like
a duck. Pretty good. I got moved to defensive end. I'm happy with that, and we're gonna pound it this week.
You're like 120 pounds, fam.
132.
You're like 132 pounds, fam. What you playing defensive end for?
I don't know. I walloped the guy in the preseason. They said, all right, let's put him at the end.
Do you at least have your technique down packed at least? Have you been watching my videos and use your technique there?
Voch, I always watch your videos, but my technique is ass. I'm trying to get better at that this season.
What you got for the show, young Nick?
I just wanted to say congrats on 10K.
Salute, fam.
I know you've worked hard for that.
Absolutely.
And it's only been, what, a year?
It's been a year.
You started this channel?
I started with Joey Bosa video.
Some dumbass thought that Derrick Henry was better than Ezekiel Elliott.
That's where it started. Yes, sir.
Yep. So I just wanted to say congrats on 10K. I have not been in most of the stream because I've been at football practice and then I had to eat dinner just now. Time with the family ran a little bit long.
What'd you have for dinner, bro? What'd you have for dinner?
Fajitables. So I had some beef.
Fajitables, is that like Lunchables?
No, fajitables. We had steak, we had chicken, we had rice and beans, and we had some cheese and guac and
what the hell is a fajitable, man? Is that like, what is that?
It's a bowl with fajita stuff in it.
That boy eating Lunchables for dinner, boy. Oh shit! What you got for the show, man?
So I missed most of the show. Have you mentioned who you're going to drop on the phone session?
Did I say what now?
You said they're going to drop a film session later tonight? Or
Nah, I said that shit, man. I'm not gonna drop. I'm tired of shit, man. I was gonna drop Andrew Jackson. No, Derrick Henry is not better than Zeke, but there was one guy that thought Derrick Henry was better than Zeke, and I had to correct him. Nick, man. I was gonna do a film session tonight, man, but my boss, well, one of my supervisors asked me, can I come in and work some overtime tomorrow? I picked up that day, fam. So, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Happens. So just wanted to check with that, even though it's not happening. Thirdly,
oh, fajita bowl. I thought you said fajitable, like lunchable. A fajita.
I'm done.
A fajita bowl. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm thinking
my
you
bad.
saying fajita ABLE, like a fajitable, like a lunchable. A fajita.
Yeah, like,
I
my bad.
I apologize, fam. My bad. Go ahead.
That's funny shit. Again, my voice, I can hear it in my croakiness.
You
Again,
always
sorry
sound like a
about that.
duck, man. You sound the same.
Yeah,
Go
I'm a
ahead.
teenager. What's new? So just as a thing, like, what do you think of Mitchell Trubisky
I think
and the rest of the quarterbacks? Quite frankly,
I did
Because
answer this
Trubisky
already.
lit up the league's best defense
Um,
in week 1 of the preseason.
That shit preseason, fam. Mitch, he has found this marriage and this offense. We knew watching film on Mitch in college that he was the timing quarterback, the accuracy to get the ball out of your hands guy, to find the right read dude. And that style of quarterback has been a very productive marriage in this particular offense. You know, if the offense would count for Mitch to be a gunslinger, then Mitch wouldn't be as successful. But all Mitch has to do is, find the right read and get the ball out of his hands quickly. He's bound to be successful. So, it's Money Mitch is in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? As far as the other quarterbacks, Pat Mahomes, I think they need to let Pat Mahomes run free, man.
Yeah.
They
kid's
keep
wild.
They keep giving him these bubble passes, these short passes, these dump offs, and to be fair, it does work that way because in week 1 he had the dump offs and then he had a great throw. Week 2 he had some bad throws and he got back into the dump offs and he got back into good throws. So Pat Mahomes may be a volume passer as a gunslinger. He has to get a couple passes under his belt to really start to bring some of that ass whoop out. As far as Deshaun Kaiser, I need him to play against somebody that's not the fourth team, but I need him to also not have fourth team weapons. See, but as far as his pocket poise, as far as him hanging in there, looking, keeping his eyes downfield, delivering the ball placement, things like that, it was fine. It is also the same that we saw from him in college. Just his accuracy is a tad bit inconsistent sometimes. We saw that. We saw some pretty good arm talent from Kaiser too. And Watson,
Our last man.
I feel like Watson is trying to be the media darling. The media is trying to hype him up to be better than what he really is. But I think what's going on with Watson is that the game is moving a bit quick for him. And when the game moves quick for you, you either make throws too fast, trying to anticipate. Instead of seeing it, you're trying to anticipate it. You don't really have a good rhythm. And what also happens is when the game is too fast for you, you end up seeing things too late and you panic, so to speak. And Deshaun always has the ability to go run, but we all know that things are very vanilla right now. In the National Football League, they'll blitz your right side and spy some dude on the left, and they'll run you right into the spy dude. I think all of Watson's touchdowns come from rushing, so he's gonna have to work on that. Plus, we see him a little erratic with his accuracy as well. So he overthrows a couple people, sometimes worse than others, but. I think Tom Savage will end up taking that job in week 1, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Next up, the Bills. Can we just all agree that this is an absolute tank job they've just created? I mean, I know they may not have intended it to be a tank job, but think about it. They traded away Sammy Watkins, who, while he was inconsistent in playing, when he played on the field, he was lighting it up at some points in the game. Then you go get Anquan Bolden, he retires. Then you go get Zay Jones. Zay Jones at this point is your only receiver. Jordan Matthews is injured. Watkins is gone. Bolden is gone. So now you got Zay Jones and whoever else is on that receiving roster because you lost Marquise Goodwin, and I don't even know who else is on that roster. Secondly, they're trying to trade what's-his-face LaShawn McCoy, excuse me. Just, I don't know who their backup running back is. I hope he's good. Otherwise, Buffalo is screwed this year. Finally, Tyrod Taylor is a mediocre quarterback at best. I don't care what you say about him. The mobile experiment with the quarterbacks has died down, and I don't think it's going to keep going into what Tyrod Taylor wants to play with the Bills or even with another team. Defense, as good as it is with Mario Darius and Kyle Williams up front, Kyle Williams is a contract year and is ancient. The secondary, you have Trey White, who's actually okay, but then you just gave away Ronald Darby and fucking Stephon Gilmore. So I don't know what they're doing right now. I think it's a tank job. Your thoughts?
As far as the AFC, what is that? The East, AFC East goes.
East, yeah.
We wanted to give Jay Cutler a hard time. We don't think he's going to win many football games, but when you're in a division where the Jets and the Bills are tanking, goddamn, Jay Cutler may be in a spot where he can kind of sneak in that damn tournament, man. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, I think the Bills are pretty much tanking and getting rid of all their best guys to go out there so they can stay on purpose.
And they may not have intended to tank, but what has happened right now, they've set themselves up into a place where they are tanking.
Yeah. And if you're LaShawn McCoy, you really ain't got that many more years left. How old is he? Like 28?
I don't know. He's probably about 28, I bet.
Yeah, he just can't be
27 maybe.
He just can't be sitting seasons out, man, because he's a couple years from 30. But Ned Gash, thanks for calling. Whoa, what was that?
Just another point with LaShawn McCoy. I put a post out about this Bills shit. I said they're going to trade Shady. And Orion Ridgeway, who's a 49ers fan, he makes his opinion kind of known sometimes on LDT. He said he'd be a cool fit for the 49ers. I think so, too, because they do need a running game. I don't think Carlos Hyde is going to be around that long, especially with the way he's playing and the way John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have said, well, if he doesn't get his shit together, then he's not going to be able to stay on this team too long. If the 49ers can ship out possibly a 2019 first-round pick, maybe a good player on their offense or defense to the Bills, preferably offense because the Bills have no offense, then I think that might be a really good option for the 49ers. And then trade for Kirk Cousins midway through the season if he's not doing well in Washington. Trade their 2018 first-round pick, but you still have Cousins and McCoy, Goodwin, and Pierre Garçon in that little arrangement right there. And in the second round, if you take him high, you could get somebody like Equanimeous St. Brown, Antonio Callaway to be your wide receiver, 3 or 2 or 1.
Yeah, we're not doing mock drafts on my show just yet, man. We ain't even had the 2016 season. You're not going to impose that shit on my 10,000 subscriber episode, goddammit. Plug your shit, man, so I can get to this last call, cut them off so I can go to bed.
Yeah, I feel you. It's gdrafttalk.blogspot.com. That's my blog. This year we're going to be taking more of a CFB approach to it. On Thursday, I will be publishing my 2017 CFB season preview. Make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll drop a link in LDT if you're around LDT and you follow that. My YouTube channel is called GDA Official. I'll link both of them in the comment section.
Thank you so much, young Nick Gashler.
No problem.
Now, I got one more caller. And, I was going to, I was sleepy as hell. I was going to act like that call didn't exist, but I can't do that, man. I got to show love to everybody. 682, who it is?
This is your brother from another mother. No other. I don't look like Danny Glover, but I keep it cool for you guys. Congratulations on the 10th K. My brother, Voch Lombardi. This is Law Nation, baby.
What's up, my man? You holding it down for the Doski Woski, the Peasky Whiskey, man?
Yeah.
What a pleasant surprise, man. Look, man, I'm up here
That boy
walking
got some
around.
bricks over there, man.
I'm up here. I'm up here walking around my day job, dog. I don't know if you were saying earlier, but I needed like 64 to get to 10,000, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get this shit, man. I'm not gonna do no show tomorrow. I might get it like in 3 days. I might get 65 subscribers or some shit. I got the whole 65 today. And I got to like 9,999. I'm at my day job. Like, I got to do this damn live show tonight because we going to get 10,000 down. I'm calling my mama. Shit, I'm excited. She don't know what I mean. She don't get it. She don't understand how important 10,000 subs is. Law Nation, I appreciate you, man. You one of the old heads in this. You one of the OGs in this, man. I'm looking up to your channel, fam.
No, man, it's you, man. You got the flavor, man. Hey, you going all the way up, man. Hey, this time next year, you should be at 30. No doubt.
Man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set my goal. Should I set my goal for 30 or 50?
50, man. Let's set it high. Let's take the roof off the top, baby.
The ceiling is the roof, man. I want 50.
The ceiling is the roof.
The ceiling is the roof. I want 50,000 subscribers by this time next year. By preseason week 3 or 4 next year, I want 10,000 subscribers. Law Nation, let me ask you a question, man. What you think about Jalen Smith when he played against the Cardinals the other night?
Look, the guy didn't play in 600 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling everybody, pump the brakes. The guy's showing explosive. He's fighting out to the ball. Although some of the expertise out there, some of the expertise I meant to say, saying that he can't move left, he can't move right, or what have you. Man, put that away. The guy is flying out to the ball. He's doing his thing, man. Just wait. You watch. I just can't wait to the Giants, boy. And the Giants don't look that sharp too. I know we got some Giants fans in the comment section, but look, you guys don't look that sharp this year. I'm just telling you what it is, you know.
Man, that offensive line looking terrible out there, man. I ain't just laughing to be laughing like a Cowboys fan, dog, but the Browns out here making that damn Giants offensive line looking crazy. And it ain't like y'all saying, oh, it's the preseason, needs the backups. Nah, that's your first offensive line, fam. I don't want to hear that. Your first offensive line getting whooped out there, man. So we'll just see what happens with all that. You have any other Cowboys takeaways from this preseason at all?
Man, it is the thing that goes unseen. Number 55, and then your boy, the Collins kid on that D-line, too, number 96. Wow. They going to be medieval, baby. They pushing that pocket in. I don't care what nobody say. They pushing that pocket in. They didn't get no sacks, but they pushing that pocket in. They pushing that quarterback off the marker, and that's what I'm looking for.
It's going to be very interesting to see the Cowboys this year. Dak Prescott looks surgical out there. Looks surgical. He was 9 for 10, and the only incompletion came from a batted ball, and that's the left guard fault. Damn it. But besides that though, man, Dak looks surgical. Darren McFadden. This is what a lot of y'all gonna understand, man. Y'all talking about Zeke. When the Cowboys have Zeke, the run game is phenomenal. But all the offensive line got to do is move y'all asses out the way, and Darren McFadden and Alfred Moore is gonna be just fine. And it's only gonna be 6 games, man. I don't really know how the appeal process is gonna go. But what else you got for the show, Law Nation? That's it. That's all. What you got? What else?
No, nothing much, man. But I want everybody in the comment box.
Plug your stuff.
Subscribe to Voch Lombardi. Tell your mama, your baby mamas, everybody out there, your sister, your cousin, and them. Subscribe to the channel. This guy got rich content. He's supposed to be at 10,000 subscribers 10 weeks ago. Let's get this thing rolling, baby. Salute.
That's what I'm talking about. Plug your stuff, man, before you get up out of here, because you a part of the project too, man. So plug your stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's in the comment box, you can find me on Law Nations. That's everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. You can probably plug it into MySpace. You probably find a Law Nation page out there. So go out and follow my page if you want Cowboys content, advice on players and things of that nature. Reach out to me. I try to respond back to as well. There's Law Nation on Twitter too as well. Hit me up on Twitter. That's where I can be reached at too as well throughout the business day. That's been my time, guys. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute.
That's my man, dog. Love that damn outro, man. That's what I'm talking about. This man out here talking like he got the R&B voice on. He got the damn hits and oldies radio station. Nothing but the best. Law Nation. That's my man. I'm glad I answered that call, man. I thought it was a Rudy Poo trying to get in. I was just going to ignore them. Ah, man. Salute the Law Nation. Hey, man, look. It's a great show. It's been a great run. I only look to be way better than what I was last year, man. You saw the improvement. You could take a look at my first video and take a look at my last video, and damn it, you're gonna see how much this thing has grown as a unit, as a piece of art. I have grown as an analyst. I think we've all grown as consumers, as watchers, as film watchers, as content consumers. So not just congratulations to me, but salute to y'all, because we all growing together, man. Man, Drake got a line so cold, man. Dog, is on his album Take Care. The song was also Take Care, man. He was out here, he said, I'm out here messing over the guys that couldn't fuck with my freshman floater. You know what I mean? Basically saying, when I'm out here as a freshman, even the old heads couldn't deal with me. I see no threat in Yoda. You see what I'm saying? The old heads couldn't deal with me. They couldn't fuck with my freshman floater. My sophomore, I was all for it. They all saw it. My junior and senior will only get meaner. Take care, people.